One of my favorite ever movies as a kid is about to be adapted into a TV series with a twist. A Holes TV show is coming. Let me tell you all about it.
I like digging holes.
Then you're in the right place for it, buddy boy.
What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. Hit the subscribe button down there for more pop culture content in your feed. Let's get into today's video. Oh, if you are a 90s kid and you didn't see the movie Holes, then I don't know what's wrong with you.
You take a bad boy, make him dig holes all day in the hot sun, and it turns him into a good boy.
No, but seriously, nothing's wrong with you. That was just a joke. Don't worry, don't get hurt about that. But Holes was just such an amazing movie, and it was actually based on a book by Louis Sachar. And that book was equally amazing. Often Holes is actually taught in like young adults at school, like in English class, because it's a book that really requires a lot of attention to detail and adds little breadcrumbs throughout that kind of turn into something big towards the end. The movie adaptation though is where I want to focus today because I became obsessed with this movie after studying the book when I was 13 at school. It was one of Shia LaBeouf, I will never learn how to say this name. I'm just saying Shia LaBeouf.
Just do it!
It was one of Shia LaBeouf's like first feature films before he ended up becoming more famous in Transformers. Here he played the main character Stanley Yelnats, a boy who finds himself in the wrong place at the wrong time and ends up going to Camp Green Lake, a juvenile correction facility in which every day delinquent boys have to dig holes.
Can you hear the empty spaces?
Yes, I can hear.
Feel it.
And the real reason behind that becomes clear towards the end of the movie, but let's just say it's to build character. So Stanley ends up befriending all of the other boys at the camp. He makes friends with Zero, Armpit, X-Ray. Seriously, I loved all the nicknames they had.
Joe, my name is not Theodore. It's Armpit.
And there's also two other stories that kind of parallel this that are happening in the past. One is to do with Stanley Yelnats' great-great-great-grandfather.
It's all because of your no good, dirty, rotten, pig-stealing great-great-grandfather.
And one is based on Green Lake, the actual place. And maybe the twist at the end is that all three of these stories are actually interlinked. Man, I love this movie so much. So when I saw the news that a TV adaptation was coming, I was like, yeah, cool, I will definitely check this out. But then I saw one thing that kind of got me thinking. It's a gender swap. I feel like gender swapping and race swapping characters is like a big thing now, like a big buzz thing that people do that always generates controversy. Like, remember this classic character? Now they're black. Or remember this classic character? Now they're a woman. To be honest, I don't really care about this at all, but I know there are people out there that probably will care. I do think part of why I related to the book so much is that it was just about a bunch of boys who were my age, and probably the same with the movie. But then again, exposing it to a new audience by having all girls at the camp instead of boys is totally fine. I guess I just wonder if it changes the dynamic of the story at all. Hey, while you're here, I'm in a bit of a hole, and that's that most people who watch my videos aren't subscribed. I'm trying to hit 10K by the end of the year, so if you could hit the subscribe button, it would genuinely mean the world to me. Come on, make my day. Like Lord of the Flies, which is a classic novel that they also teach in school, like the whole thing with that was it was all boys.
Whoever holds the conch gets to speak.
But to be honest, I am so positive that there's someone out there that has done an adaptation where it's girls instead of boys. Like, this isn't a new thing to flip the genders and see how it's different. To me, I think it can also help creativity a bit. Like, even if I watch this show, I seriously doubt I'll respond to it as strongly as I did with the original book and the original movie. But creatively, I think it could be really unique, and it will also appeal to a new audience, possibly of more girls and possibly more young people. Like, I'm old now, like it's probably not going to be for me. One thing that I think could be hard though is like there is quite a large plot point or plot device in this book slash movie that Stanley's name is Stanley Yelnats, and Yelnats is Stanley spelt backwards.
Your last name, your first name spelled backwards.
Yeah.
And again, that's a big plot point that comes into play. But I guess the workaround is just to choose a girl's name and then reverse it to make it like it's probably an easy solve. Overall, I'm quietly cautious about this. I think it could be a fun variation on a classic novel and a classic film, and I really can't wait to see it, to be honest, and see what ends up happening with it. Whew, thank you so much for watching, guys. Hey, for more content like this, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Pop culture content almost every day in your feed. I'd also love to know, what are your thoughts on this? Like, I'm happy to disagree. Do you think that this is a bad idea? Do you think it will be bad? Let me know down in the comments. If you have nothing to comment, but you want to help the algorithm out and help push my videos, just comment holes down below. I would really appreciate that. I'm all over the internet doing dumb stuff that I think is cool. All of my links are down below. I have a blog, I have a podcast, Instagram, all of that stuff. Like, it's all out there. Go find it. And that's pretty much it for this video. My name's In Radio Mike. This has been The Inside of My Mind, and I will catch you later.